Now, Sora, you go back there, and how are you exactly trying to reintegrate, or integrate, or not integrate into the Ascension Air Temple? Are you just kind of doing work? You said you're down at the base of the core. Okay, gotcha.
Kind of keeping to himself, thinking about it.
Yeah. Are you staying by yourself? Are you working with Rafa? Are you working with Zahir? Are you working with Milo? Are you working with some of the other random people there? Like, who are you kind of...
I think at first he kind of like does it on his own, like kind of thinks to himself, but then every once in a while maybe someone tries to chat. Do you chat it up with someone while you're down there?
Not really while you're down there. It's pretty intensive, but I just mean like more so like in between doing that.
In between that, he probably there's probably like a stint where he's kind of like to himself, and then eventually he goes to Zahir, and he's like, oh, spiritually, what's going on here? Or I guess like he's going to him for, like,
inside of the temple.
Yeah.
He tells you that I sense that there is much misery and pain here. There is a sense of respect and safety, but only through fear. I believe in the hearts of many of these people, but they know this is not freedom. This is not a way to live, but it's the way that they've been forced to live. Their hearts know it is enslavement, but their minds have tricked them into thinking that this is nirvana. And how does Sora react to that?
I think he kind of looks around and he kind of sees the same. This is not really what he imagined for his people. He's always wanted to be free, and this isn't free in his sense.
Yeah, so. And you see people in Ascension like smiling, laughing, but you notice... Actually, can you roll a d20 for me?
I don't know what it says.
You got a 12. Maybe Sora doesn't understand this completely, but he kind of notices and realizes that a lot of the people there, when they do share laughter and smiles, it's at someone else's expense. Okay. It's kind of degraded into a bit of a social kind of structure of people being on top of each other and below other people. You do this type of service at the temple, I do this type of service at the temple. That means that I'm better than you for some reason. But then the other person thinks the same way back at them. And there's not a lot of freedom of speech between these people either. If Milo says something, you're doing it. That's it. And you notice that pretty quickly. And I want to ask you something. Sora's working at the bottom of the ship, or at the bottom of the temple. That is, and he's using his airbending to keep it elevated up in the sky. And I want to ask you, if he's working there a lot, you have a choice. He can get by and just do his fair share of work and be fine. But if Sora's doing more than his fair share and he's really pushing himself, he's going to become fatigued physically, but he's spiritually stronger. Do you think Sora is just doing what he needs to get by, or do you think he's trying to push himself further?
Oh, he's for sure trying to push himself further.
So Sora, I'm going to let you do that. Sora does have limits, though.
Okay.
I want you to lower your health by 5 points and raise your ki by 5 points.
Oh, okay.
He is becoming really tired. He's pushing himself more than he should to an unhealthy degree. But, part of that's definitely a mixture of having lost Ryland. Part of that's maybe him grappling with what's been happening with him in general,
Okay.
But...
Oh, do you have a pen?
Yes, right here. Cool. Let me know if that works.
You said raise my chi?
Yeah, your ki is going to go up by 5, but your health is going down by 5. Because this is like multiple days, like maybe even a little over...
Okay. Nice.
It's been a while, basically. Eventually you get your meeting with Hamen, and that goes the way you expect it to go. You may have to come to blows with your Red Lotus friends, says Hamen to Sora. How does Sora react to this? What does he say?
I think he's thinking about like what could happen in terms of like what happens if Fukushu would get out, and I think he doesn't want what happened to him to happen to other people, like having to kill loved ones in order to like make sure that it doesn't spread. So I guess in a way he's like maybe, or at least he's more on the side of like he's erring on yes, but he also doesn't really want to work for a career or be under that also.
Yeah, his primary concern, I guess you could say, is that he's focused on Fukushu as the number one threat. Is that what you're saying? Mm-hmm. Okay. So what does Sora say to Hamen?
He's like, I will help you in order to take Fukushu out and not cause any more damage to this world. Because, as the Avatar, you should really focus on everyone in the world, not just the Earth Kingdom.
Tell me about this Fukushu. Mm-hmm. And then a couple days pass as Hamen says this to you. Okay. And you two are going to go on a bit of an exploit together. Hamen is being allowed to take a member of the Air Temple, the Ascension Air Temple, on a mission that he needs to investigate later on. And he's going to bring just a random person, no one of importance. He's taking you, obviously. However, he's doing that, but he is going to go visit a place that supposedly is having some dark spirit activity nearby. And he's being told that whoever he picks, Rafa's going to have to follow suit. How do you feel about that?
Rafa? I've never really been close to Rafa. Something about him just doesn't rub me the right way. He just knows a bunch of secrets. I don't know how he does this. True.
So do you want him to go with you, or are you going to try to... What do you want to do?
I prefer if he didn't. But okay. I don't know if there's anything I can do to stop that.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, then he's going to go with you guys. I mean, so... You guys... Rafa talks to you and Hamen. Well, you see, there have been reports in the city of Zalfu. It has gone dark. We are to believe that some sort of dark spirit may be involved with the attack. Recently, the terrorists, the Red Lotus, attacked them, as I'm sure you're aware of, young Sora.
Yeah. I mean, maybe. Maybe I don't know anything about it.
And Hamen kind of like, well, telling us Sora would help us because we would be able to figure out what's going on there.
What do you want to know again?
What happened?
Oh, in Zalfu?
Yes.
All I remember is that we took down Savage and that those planes crashed. And that was about it. That's Zalfu, right?
And Hamen has worked with Savage. And he knows that from what you explained, that it was the non-bender and Jin, Juju and Jin. What happened? Do you explain that specifically or not?
I think.
How Sora in character explained to Hamen.
In character explains that like we took him down collectively as a group. I think deep down, Zora's like, well, I mean, I did like most of the work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So that's all he says. It's just we took him down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I don't think it's because he's trying to hide anything. I think he's just generally just giving up like very general information.
Okay. Yeah. Well, but if that's the case, then he's you can tell he feels more conflicted about it than Rafa. Rafa is just like, well, I'm glad you're working with us now, boy. I couldn't imagine having to face you myself.
Okay.
Not that I couldn't take you, I just wouldn't wish to break a sweat.
I also would break a sweat if I were to break you, old man.
I'm sure.
To you too.
So, Hamen, though, he decides, well, look, All we know is we've sent out some scouts there, and the few scouts we've sent have disappeared. We don't know what's happening.
Okay.
We need to go investigate. And I'm taking you with me. Maybe you can tell me more about what happened.
Okay, cool.
Okay? Okay.
Sure. So we head out.
You all head out. Do you take a sky bison, or do you fly out there on your gliders?
Do any of us have a sky bison?
There's sky bison at the Ascensioneer Temple.
I guess we take one.
I'm sure. You all hop on. You all hop on a bison, and you fly over there. It's not that long of a flight, honestly, but you make your way down there, and you arrive at night, and it's pretty dark out. There's basically no lights on at the city at all. Not many.
Well, this is a little weird, Kizu.
Why do you keep calling me that?
Because that's what the spirit called you.
What spirit?
The spirit of... I'm forgetting his name.
You should tell me. Okay.
Oh, the water tribe member who got eaten by Kafukushu.
Oh, Unalak.
Unalak.
Or Ratu Unalak, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
What spirit told you my name?
Unalak?
He's like...
Well, he referred to the Avatar as this name. And he said Kizu.
Well, I don't know who else the Avatar would be. Perhaps the spirit was mistaken.
Are you sure?
I'm quite sure, Sora. You go down. There's not a single light in the city of Zalfu. The gates are still stuck open, just as they were when the attack occurred. You very quickly, your eye notices, even in the darkness of the crescent moon, it's a waxing moon, or waning moon, I'm sorry, it's a waning moon. You can still see the two crashed airships outside the city limits, not far. What kind of comes to your head when you see that?
How long has it been since then? Like almost a
few weeks.
A few weeks?
A few weeks, maybe to a month, yeah.
I would feel like that they should have, at the very least, taken care of that, or like got rid of that. So I'd be like, that's weird. You know, it's been a few weeks, almost a month. Why is that still out? Why wouldn't that be cleaned up?
Well, I do not know, Sora, says Rafa. I believe that this was part of what we sent, was the scouts to clean up this mess, though I assume if Zalfu betrayed the Earth Empire, then they can clean up their own messes. Perhaps they are too good to deal with the dirt. Hamen just kind of looks confused too.
Okay.
So you land, and Rafa is going to explore. You guys land in the market square where Malin had met the fortune teller. He's going to walk around the market square. There's no one there. It's like completely dark and quiet. It's very odd. Rafa's going to explore the market square before he's going to go and look at the city hall. I will give you basically two choices of where you can go. You can either go back to the estate, or you can go to the crashed ships. Where does Sora... Hamen lands down. Those are my two bets. Where we could find something. Where do you want to go?
You can go back to the estate. That's where I ran into that lady.
So who is this lady? I'm just going to edit all that out.
Her name is Kira. She was... She helped us during the fight during Savage.
And you explained to him what she looked like. He goes, I guess this is where she went to, huh? Anyways, you get down to the estate. And he conjures up some fire as he starts to walk in. The clouds are getting kind of overcast. That's covering up the moon now.
Okay.
And you begin to walk into the estate. What are you looking forward to doing? What's kind of your goal here?
I guess we're looking around for clues. I guess I would be like, have you ever been around this city before? Is it usually this like quiet at night?
I've been a couple times, but there's no reason why it should be empty. It doesn't really make sense at all.
It's pretty empty. I am a little bit on a high alert because the last time I was in here, Kira wrapped like metal around my face. So I'm more like on the lookout to see if anything's out there. Yeah, I probably tell that to Hamen. I'm like, hey, by the way, keep a lookout. I don't know. Do you know how to like sense through the ground, Mr. Hamen?
Seismic sense?
Yeah, can you do that?
I never been trained personally. I don't know if I could.
Do you know how to lightning bend?
No.
Can you bend metal? Lava?
No.
Can you do anything with wind?
I can airbend. I can firebend, earthbend, and waterbend. I can bend all the elements. How many can you bend?
What about this? And then I do my destructo disc and I throw it at like one of those like weird looking statues that.
Roll a d20. A 10. You cut through it, but not like in half.
Okay, so it kind of just like you see that.
Hamen's like, interesting. Can I see the d20?
Yeah, go ahead.
He was interesting, and then he shoots a stream of fire at it until the top half that you didn't cut off melts, and to where it's like it's kind of like splayed out now.
I'm like, yeah, so I weakened it for you, so.
Yeah, you did, didn't you?
Yeah.
He kind of smiles at you and elbows you a little bit.
I'm like, ha ha ha. Yeah. But no, if you ever want me to have you teach you some stuff, I would love to, have an apprentice.
And he kind of looks, he puts his hand on your head and then like puts it up and it's like up to his chest and he's like, yeah, that would be really cool to have a master with such tall stature as yourself.
Thank you. I'm also incredibly strong. I bend whatever metal's around. I bend them like there's more metal statues.
Oh, we jerk your hand.
Yeah, with my
I was
hands.
like, I thought you meant like I'm bending them. I was like, when can Sora do this? Yeah.
No, he just bends it with like his hands.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. He comes out when you're out in the yard now. So I got a 4. So he does not see any of the Kuvira stuff, any of the family portrait stuff in the building. So it doesn't really make him think about anything. However, he does see in the backyard, the garden area. He looks around. Looks like a big battle took place here. What's that? And he sees what looks like an 8-foot burial pit that's been buried.
This is where we fought him? Oh, I thought we fought him like in the.
You moved into the fight.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay. Oh, this is it's where we buried a savage.
Huh.
May I ask you something, Mr. Hamen? Was Savage ever a good man, or was he very cruel? He seemed very cruel to the very end, I'll tell you that much.
He was very strong. I think Kuvira liked his simple view of the world. To answer your question, no, I don't think he was a very good man.
Okay.
He taught me most of what I knew from earthbending, and that was about all he did. So.
Okay. Seems like you didn't really like him.
No, and then he raises his fist up as the earth from where he's buried begins to pull up.
Oh. Well, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I just need to make sure. And he bends the dirt away, and he sees that Savage is in 2 parts.
You mean
the head?
The
Yeah.
head, okay.
And he goes, so it's real. You did kill him.
Yeah, I believe one of my members cut his head off. To be fair, he had it coming. He did tease him about his dead mother and brother.
Honestly, you see him. He actually roll this for me.
Yeah, so,
what is that?
it's a 9.
You notice that he touches something in the back of his head, and he kind of winces a second. You don't see what though. And he goes, honestly, it's probably for the best. Who was it that did him in? Was it you with your disc there?
My disc fake? No, I did most of the damage to his chest. I think that was Juju.
That's the one that I took to Boss and say.
Oh yeah, I guess you did. Yes, I believe so. Why? Do you have a problem with him, or?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Thought there was a plan for that, but not every plan goes through well, I guess.
Did you not think he was? Did you think he was always been in Boston, say, this whole time, or?
I did.
Oh. No, he was able to get away. If I remember correctly, I think it was the pirates the Crimson Sails that freed him. What?
He looks really confused.
Is there something behind me? Is there something? It's a little spooky.
And he says, "With that."
Mm-hmm.
He turns around and he sees some sort of wiggling its way into the headless body of Savage as it stands up.
Oh. I jump on his back and I'm like, "Ooh, what is that?" Actually, I've seen this before, right?
What do you think?
I'm like, "Oh, it's the fucking Fuchs." He's animating the body.
Sora? You said you're a good fighter, right?
Yeah. That doesn't mean I'm not like freaked out by this.
Hamen gets into an earthbending stance. Why don't you show me some of your moves?
Okay, cool.
There's gonna be a battle.
Okay, cool. I believe it's Sora that knows that burning the body or like pretty much doing anything in terms of just, like burial stuff will pretty much get rid of it.
D20.
So
roll it for.
I got a 14, I think.
Hamen got an 18. The Savage got a 10. So Hamen's gonna go first. Let me get the. Okay. So Hamen goes. He goes to bend something at the reanimated body of Savage before he kind of winces as he sees the body of Savage move into one of its signature moves as it throws down, and he just gets hit directly by it for 15 damage. It the thing of Savage, he goes to, Hamen looks at you, he looks back to Savage, he goes to throw a fireball of some type, and then Savage is gone. He looks up, and in the waning moon, and he hits Hamen directly, and I want you to roll to see if it misses you as well. 3. You get hit for...
Also
15 damage. He lands right
I
between
didn't
you.
roll a 1.
Well, you rolled a 3. So.
Where's my...
yeah, sorry.
Are you taking count of this, or should I...
1 second. What's your health at?
Because I had to lose the 5, I think I'm at 45. But I still have durability of 4. So I think I just take 11 damage.
So what are you at now?
Whatever.
You were at 54?
No, I was at 45, my bad.
45? Is that before or after durability?
Oh, no. Wait a minute.
Did you add durability into that?
No.
So you're at 49. Okay. You go next. You don't get hit as hard. But, you do get hit as hard, but it doesn't knock you... Down. Like, you get hit into a pillar, whereas Hamen gets launched by this shockwave of rocks. He goes flipping backwards and lands on his stomach.
I'm like, ugh, this reminds me of the first time we met. But I'm like, whatever. This should be fun to beat you one more time, you know? Old time's sake, Mr. Savage. I'm more hitting like those dense punches towards this like face area. Like just really fast.
He doesn't have a head.
Oh, he doesn't have a head? I thought he like attached it on.
No, he didn't. I didn't say that.
Oh, okay, my bad. That's what I imagined. So it's just he's just a body.
He's just the body.
He's just the body.
You see, actually no, yeah, that's it. It's just a body.
Okay. I guess he's looking at him, and I guess he's like, let me try to slow him down and just kind of cut his like arm, not his leg off, I guess. What?
Yeah.
What?
No, just immediately cut his leg off.
Well, they get some like really like air slices, you know?
Yeah.
Jake style. The Jake special is what he calls it. 15.
Nice. Roll 3d6. I guess is it supposed to be 2d6 for you still?
I don't know.
Take off the smallest one.
Okay.
And hand it back to me.
It's 8.
Okay.
I think it's only 3 if I'm using like something else.
Yeah. So you go and like do some slices. It like knocks him forward onto his body. And he's definitely not.
Down.
He's not down. He's gonna get back. I mean, he is down, but he's gonna get back up. Soon. So what was I gonna say? Yeah. He falls down and he's going to grab the ground and then squeeze it until it twists you by one of your legs.
Oh, okay.
And he's going to. You hear something like your knee crack a bit as it twists your left leg down to the ground.
Okay.
It's not broken, but it's bent more than it should be. And
do I stop it with my muscle? I'm like, trying to bend it back.
It only does 4 damage to you.
Okay.
So you are 45. That's after durability.
Okay.
That's what I did, yeah. It twists you down. It gets back up. Maybe with this body, I will kill you. It says Fukushu.
How you talking? Oh, my bad.
He's like whispering out from the thing. Yeah. Hamen gets back up. He says, "No!" And he's going to. He uses his earthbending to jump up in the air. And then he shoots a really powerful beam of like another thing, kind of what he just shot at the statue of firebending, right at the reanimated Savage for 12. Dang. He just hits him fully. The whole body is burnt now.
Oh, okay.
Hits him for 18 damage.
Oh, okay.
And the body's just...
It's sizzling.
No, it's on fire.
Oh, okay.
It's just on fire now, yeah. I think... That's a lot of damage. Hold on.
That's a lot of damage.
It is.
Emotional damage.
He did over half his health, his remaining health, on the attack. Okay, now it's your turn, Sora.
Can I try to like fan the flame so it just gets hotter? So I'm just adding
oxygen
to it.
You can totally do that, yeah. He by doing that, he will take consistent damage every turn.
Okay.
So, but you have to roll. Give me at least a 6 or more on your roll. Okay. And you're not going to do any damage to him on this one, but you will have consistent damage each turn. You try doing that, and he just he uses both hands. He pulls them up, and 2 pillars of rock come up beside him, and he crushes them into sand, and then covers himself in it so that it kills off all the fire, all the oxygen around him. And then he's gonna hold that there for a second before it's almost like a moment of silence. He's gonna fire all of it at you, and he is gonna hit you. You go to 13. But you know, maybe it's not gonna hit you that much. It's only gonna hit you for 6 minus 4. That is only 2 damage. So how do you deflect? Like some of it is gonna hit you. It's just like a stream of sand.
It's mostly sand.
Yeah.
I'm probably like dodging out of the way, and I probably just don't dodge like the last little bit of it.
Oh, you're just
Yeah.
And then you maybe get like nailed in the face by some of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really, why is my mom calling me now? Sorry. Anyways, I'll call her back in a second. So yeah, you're at that. Dang. And Hamen, he basically has he remembers a move that he saw an earthbender do. One of the earthbenders traveling with you do. He, and then below, right behind Savage, is formed an 8-foot pit that is basically like the walls are trembling. He's gonna squish Savage when he kicks him back down in there. Sora, knock him in!
Oh, okay.
So now you need to roll to knock Savage in. Give me a roll of at least 8 or more.
Okay. 6.
You how do you try to attack him?
I try to I guess I do the first thing I did whenever I met him, where I go on 4s and right at him and try to just push him in.
Yeah. And he just sees that you hit him, and he starts to close the thing in around you as you're trying to viciously crawl your way out. As Savage, you hit Savage and you knock him into the pit, but he's holding on to you, so you're down in there with him. He goes, "You will die with me."
Not today, Fukushu.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. Isn't it kind of someone else's turn?
You get one more chance.
Okay.
Because this is kind of he killed him in combat.
Okay.
And I'm giving you one less.
This is his little hurrah. Okay. I guess I just try to get a bunch of air and just shoot it at in the chest of Savage's body.
Yeah.
So it pushes me out in the nick of time.
Gotcha. Okay.
This is my gust factor in this. 20.
You and Hamen, he closes it. Ha! Sora, and he looks up and he sees you falling down slowly past the moonlight. And you hear. How are you feeling now after you?
I'm feeling a bit obviously he loves fighting, so he's yeah. So he also beat Savage again another time, so he's feeling pretty victorious. So I think it's a thing where it's gonna look really cheesy, but I imagine Hamen looks up and he sees Sora's silhouette in the moonlight, kind of being woo!
Yeah.
And then he's kind of falling down, and he's like, "Somebody catch me!"
You can use airbending too to slow the descent.
Okay, I will. I'll be
yeah, and you get down there, and you do hear something go by. Maybe Fukushu got out. If you were able to, he maybe got out too.
Oh, okay.
So a little frustrating, but yeah. Oh well, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I mean, what are you gonna do? You know?
I don't know what to do.
Yeah, exactly. What are you gonna do?
I don't know how to beat this thing.
Yeah.
I'm wasn't that kind of crazy, Hamen?
Yeah, he comes up, puts his hand out.
Oh.
Sora, that was great.
Thank you. That was a pretty good battle, man.
So that was the spirit we killed him, right?
No, I'm pretty sure he got away. He's pretty tricky, Hamen. I don't think he's gonna go down that easily. I don't even know how to take him out, if I'm being honest with you. But I'm pretty sure there's some answers out there somewhere. To be honest with you, I felt like that other spirit I ran to in the North Pole had a lot of answers. So I don't know. Maybe the one down south would probably have more.
Maybe. Rafa comes in. Gentlemen, I hate to tell you, but I believe the bodies of the airships, as well as every citizen here, are unaccounted for.
So they're just gone?
Did you two take care of the dark spirit?
We took care of this dead body of Savage, yeah, but I'm pretty sure the dark spirit got out.
You took care of a dead body?
Yes. Why are you looking at that like that, huh, Rafa?
What do you mean you took care? If the body was dead, did you mean you buried it?
Technically speaking, yes. What do you have you not run into any creepy things out here? Oh, now you're sneezing on me. Too good for this conversation, huh, Rafa? You know, you can ask Hamen.
And yeah, Rafa talks to Hamen, and basically he says that it seems, after they talk, that more or less every person in Zaofu and every dead body on the ship that wasn't buried has been possessed by Fukushu.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. Not looking great.
It's not looking great at all. I think we should really bury these bodies.
There are no bodies.
Well, when we run into them, we should really bury these bodies.
And Rafa goes, well, I shall return to the air temple and tell Milo of this post-haste. This is we don't want an entire city worth of dark spirits just roaming around in the Earth Empire. And he opens up his glider, flies back without the bison. Sorry, this is really bad.
Oh yeah, it's pretty bad. Yeah.
That just means there's an unaccounted army of possessed dead.
Yeah, it's kind of why I want to take him down, Hamen. It's not good.
Okay.
But we need more answers.
Let's go back to the temple for now. You need to go back there, and I need to tell Kuvira about this.
She's not very helpful, I wouldn't think.
She needs to know. I mean, she's the one in charge of this country. She should know what's going on when.
Yeah, but I don't know why. I feel like this lady's gonna use this to her advantage somehow.
Sora, why would you think that?
Because she uses everything to her advantage, Hamen.
Okay, like a good leader should. What do you mean?
What does she mean? She's destroying the forests. She's disturbing the peace within the nature.
She'll replant them.
That's not how that works, Hamen. It takes away the homes of all the spirits.
How old are you? I don't think you know what you're talking about.
I'm 11, I'll have you know. I've been through a lot as an 11-year-old, I'll tell you that much.
Do you think I haven't been?
I think we have the same amount of trauma, alright? You ever had to kill your own best friend? He doesn't laugh at that, but he's just like...
Look, let's go.
Okay.
I've had to do a lot to try to I've had to do a lot in my attempt to save this planet. And I don't need some kid who doesn't know what he's talking about to suddenly tell me that actually what I'm doing is wrong. I'm doing it the wrong way. I'm doing the only thing I can do, Sora.
What do you mean? There's so many other ways to do it. Look, I once talked to Avatar Aang, and there's always another solution.
What are you talking about?
Well, Avatar Aang, you know, one of them Avatar people.
I'm the only Avatar.
What do you mean you're the only Avatar?
There's only one Avatar.
Yeah, but spiritually speaking, you can speak to other Avatars. Have you never
There are no other Avatars. What are you talking about?
Spiritually? Like, you know, your past selves?
What? Is this like an airbending thing I don't understand?
Yeah, do you not know about, like... Because I imagine... This is out of character. I imagine, I forgot my character's name. Sorry, I played two characters. I imagine Sora would know a bit about, like, Avatar lore, right? Because it's something that they would know. Yeah, I'd just be like, yeah, no, do you not know anything about, like, the reincarnation of the Avatar and how that's...
I don't mean to be rude. You can believe whatever you want as an airbending.
What do you mean? This is common knowledge, Hamen. What do you mean? Do you believe you're the first person to ever bend all four elements?
Yes.
No, I don't. Hamen, this has been going on for hundreds of thousands of years.
Then wouldn't I have known about it?
Well, why? You should have been known about it. Who's your teacher?
What do you mean?
Like
my teachers were Savage, Grand Monk Milo, Kuvira, Mayor Vino, and Kiryu.
Kiryu? You mean Kiryu, who's about to betray the Earth Nation, and then Vino, who's corrupt and sent a guy who can blow people up with his mind after us?
It was not sent by him. That was sent by the Creeping Crystals. First of all.
How do you know it was the Creeping Crystals? Who told you that?
There was evidence of it, Sora.
What do you mean? I was there. I was there when he took him out. He literally...
So you're telling me that the mass murderer, the serial killer...
Yes. Sounds like we're about to go on an adventure.
Yeah, I know, right? What is this? Sorry. So you're telling me that the serial killer who blows people up with combustion bending decided last minute, right before he died, that he would suddenly right all of his wrongs and tell you who he was working for?
Yes.
And not frame somebody else?
Yes, that's exactly what he did. He literally wrote in his own blood, Maravino, if I remember correctly. That's literally, I was there, Hamen, I was there. I've never lied to you once.
What would possess... Look, Sora, he was a bad person. Why would he do that? There was evidence of the Creeping Crystals trying to kill them and framing Vino for it.
No. Vino's, he's a really messed up guy. I don't know. Actually, what has he done? I know he's corrupt. I know that much.
Okay.
And
you're telling me that Milo hasn't done anything.
Oh,
you're telling me that you haven't done anything wrong.
You know what? Yes. Yes, we all have done things wrong, but it's the better of the world.
That's what I'm doing too.
But Hamen, come on, you don't even know about the avatars.
There was only me.
Hamen, we should really go to the south so you can see what I'm talking about. That's where my proof is. All right, that's the proof I am giving you as a 11-year-old child. Don't you want proof, Hamen? Or do you just take it on
Proof
blind?
of what?
Proof of other avatars. Look, I am telling you the truth, Hamen. I will never lie to you. From here on out, I will tell you anything you would want to know about me. Me and my organization. As long as it stays between you and I. What do you mean? What do
he's
you?
Like, he doesn't say it, but you can tell he's like, why am I working with this kid?
Wait a minute. Well, you just said it yourself. You thought my boy Juju was locked up in wherever you thought he was locked up. He's out and about.
He was in Boston Say.
He's not in Boston.
I put him in the cell myself.
You put him in a cell?
Yes.
Where was his cell? Was it on a train or was it?
It was in Boston Say. I dropped him off.
I don't know. He broke out from the train. The Crimson Cells broke him out. His father, I would know this at this point. Yeah.
I don't recall that happening. The Crimson Sails have just been attacking the village, the air village.
You mean Kame Village? Where I'm from?
You're from there?
Yes, I'm from Kame Village.
Well, you're in a better place now, the Air Temple.
What do you mean? What's wrong with Kame Village?
They're filled with people who are attacking the Earth Empire.
No, that's not true.
They've been stealing from under us.
It's filled with a bunch of elderly folks. There's only one buff man there, and he doesn't even like to fight.
Sora, ever since the attack on Omashu, there have always been air nomads from the Kame Village attacking the Earth Empire.
No, Hamen, it's been the opposite. We've been attacked by the Crimson Cells this whole time. I lost my own parents to the Crimson Cells.
I think I would know that.
Hamen, what are you talking about?
Avatar, with my mother being the great uniter herself, I think I would know what's going on.
Hamen, this is very sad. You're making me so Hamen, we really need to. Can I try to prove this to you that maybe the information that you've been getting is wrong?
He puts his hands on his temples. He's like, what? What would I get from this? I'm gonna be honest with you, Sora. I feel like that body wouldn't have gotten up and attacked us if you hadn't been here telling me that was savage. I feel like I wouldn't be sitting here wasting my time when I should be telling the Great Uniter that there's an army of dark spirit possessed people missing in the Earth Empire.
Look, you can tell her that, but let me ask you this. What do you think she's going to say when that happens? She's crazy, in my opinion.
Don't talk about my mother like that.
What do you mean? She's crazy?
Don't talk about her like that, Sora.
What do you know of your mother?
You can tell he's just really mad.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to be honest. He's like trying to think. He's like, I really should just have him get back on the bison, but I know I shouldn't leave him by himself because he'll just leave. He's like just turned around talking to himself now. Kid,
I'm
gonna be honest with you.
Yes.
If you ask me one more question, I'm gonna take you to Boss Sensei. I'm gonna throw you one of the cells there. We are being so nice by letting you live on the air temple.
Fine. Just think about it, please.
Roll a 20.
18.
Okay. And then, so you're going back now to... You guys fly silently.
Mm-hmm.
He's really annoyed with you.
Mm.
And he's tired of having to talk with you. But hold on.
The whole time I'm just like, Hamen, what's your favorite food? I like doing this back when I was in the main campaign.
So you get back to the Ascension Air Temple, and you are left alone again. There, Hamen leaves, and for the next few days, you are kind of set back up on the loose. What are you gonna go do right now?
In the meantime, I think he's feeling a lot better. You know, I think deep down, fighting does kind of cheer him up a bit. So he got to fight a little bit. He's a little concerned about Hamen. He knows that what he said was very true, and he's really confused and worried that he doesn't believe him at all. So he's like, I wonder what that is. He doesn't want to tell Milo though, because he doesn't think he's gonna help him out. So yeah, so he's just kind of thinking, and I guess he's kind of like, where's my boys here?
Okay. So you go. I guess I take it you go to talk to Zahir then.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me 1 second. You meet back up with Zahir, who is in a very old chamber of the, probably one of the deeper chambers of the temple.
So it's
down to the base rock.
Okay,
of
so
the structure.
And
And you go in there, and it feels odd. It feels different in there. Zahir is floating again, and his legs crossed. He's in meditation. Welcome, Sora.
Whoa, how'd you know it was me?
I can tell when you enter the room.
Because of my weight, my girth.
No, your aura.
Oh, okay. What about it?
Everyone has their own unique aura, Sora. Yours, like anyone else's, is distinct. And I can very easily differentiate them.
Okay, nice.
Let me ask you this, Sora. Does this room not feel special to you?
I do feel a really weird sensation down here, yes. Why is that? Is it because we're underneath a mountain or something?
Why don't you take some time and try and sense what you're feeling?
Okay.
So what do you do?
I guess I just start, meditating like him.
How do you want to do it?
I guess I just kind of stand there with my eyes closed.
Okay. Roll a d20 for me.
Okay. 16.
You notice that you feel like Zahir is there, but you feel like there's a third presence as well.
Okay.
You notice that the ground doesn't feel like rock. Zahir says, "This room has an ancient connection. The only in the temple that has this." And he points to the fact that the room just has stone steps down into this strange other surface that's below you. I feel rejuvenated in this place. I'm sorry, Sora. What did you need from me? He opens his eyes finally.
Okay. I guess I'm just like, hey, did you feel like another person in here, or was that just me?
Not another person, but an ancient being. A presence that gives me much tranquility.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. It was pretty crazy. So, I guess, are you trying to reach this person, entity? I mean.
No.
Oh, okay.
It does not wish to be reached. If anything, I believe it wishes for rest.
Okay, cool. Is it similar to Pikachu, or is it something much older and
even older?
Even older. Okay, that's pretty interesting. But yeah, I was wondering if you had any information or any kind of advice to like, what if like someone didn't believe you when you were telling them something and you needed to give them proof of whatever it is that you need to prove.
One can only change what's the contents of their hearts if their heart desires it. As I told you, Sora, this place is filled with those whose hearts know that they are unhappy, but their minds force them to believe that they are.
Okay.
It is a problem of perspective. Everyone's own perspective changes the way that they see the world, and it changes the truth of the world to them. After all, truth is just one person's side of the story. Total truth does not exist. Objectivity does not exist.
Okay.
Does this help you?
Yeah, he's a little lost. He was like, oh, yeah. So, yeah. So how'd you find this place?
It called me.
It called you. Okay, cool. Nice.
Welcome.
Actually, can I ask you a question? Is this like a special type of, like, or is this a special mountain top or something? You would know, wouldn't you?
I believe this place is much more than a simple mountaintop.
Okay. So there was a reason they cut this off.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if Milo knows himself what he stumbled upon.
Okay.
But it's very surreptitious that it occurred this way. Once Milo is gone and out of the picture, I believe I will take this mountain for myself.
Nice.
And do with it what needs to be done.
Are you going to have it floating like it is, or are you going to probably put it back where it belongs?
I believe it only best to put this place to rest.
Okay, cool.
Back where it had decided to rest before.
Okay. And where was that?
I will have to find it.
Oh, you don't even know. Okay, cool. I remember a while ago you were gonna train me, but I don't know how's that coming along.
I can still train you, Sora.
Oh, really? You have plenty of stuff to train me in, teach me?
To be honest with you, I foresaw that you wanted to move in a different direction than what I could have offered you.
Oh, okay.
So I thought it not necessary. But if you changed your mind, then perhaps I can be of assistance to you, Sora.
So if I say yes to this, what does that mean? Do I have to do anything crazy for you? Like scratch your back, you scratch mine or whatever like that?
None whatsoever. I'd be happy to train the boy who saved me.
Oh, cool, nice. Yeah, I would love to be trained by you. See what you got. I'm always down to learn whatever I got left to learn.
Excellent. We shall begin now.
Oh, okay. What am I doing?
He doesn't lower himself onto the ground, but he moves into a standing position. He's hovering just a few feet off the ground. Sora, I've told you this before. It may take many times for it to get through to you. But the best way for an airbender to reach their full potential is to unearth them. Or the best way for them to reach their full potential is to unlink their earthly tether from themselves and the rest of the world. Only then may you retain true freedom. Flight.
I guess he tries.
Roll a d20. You're going to have to get a really high one to get that.
So I imagine he just he shits his pants. 9. No, I shit my pants.
Not quite, Sora. Not quite.
Damn it. Do you think I will ever be able to do this thing? Is there
anyone can?
Anyone can.
Do you have loved ones?
Yeah, I still have a few loved ones in my life. You know, I'm still kind of young. I've seen a lot of them go, but
when I was a younger man, the way I was able to lose my earthly tether was when I lost the one I loved most. Then it was like a light switched for me. Suddenly, I had no reason to be here, and I took flight.
Okay.
My feet have never touched the ground since. I do not wish to see you go through the pain and suffering that I have, Sora. But I do believe it to be the best. If you were to forget them.
Okay. I guess he tries again. I guess he tries to, kind of do the same thing.
What's he think of?
I think he thinks of, he pictures, his friends and family. And he tries to, kind of, see darkness, I guess. But instead, he gets, really angry. And he starts, almost getting, a berserk type of anger. Where he actually lets out, a loud scream. And air just kind of, yeah.
Perhaps the road to your freedom is much further than you think, Sora.
Oh, damn it. Is it really that far away?
Any journey can be finished. But it will take long practice and hardship.
Okay.
Sora, do you truly wish to become unchained?
I've always loved the idea of being free. I always thought of myself as a free person. Never wanted to, be tied down by rules. But I also want to free others.
Perhaps a different direction is where you should take your training.
Oh, okay. What direction would that be?
I don't know if losing your tether is something that lies in your destiny. I don't know if your fate holds you. I don't know if your fate has it in store for you to lose that tether. But I believe something in the opposite direction might be what your destiny holds.
Oh, okay. So, think more about the people that I love?
It might be the only way. All I know is that if you are to move forward in your journey, Sora, not just your spiritual, but your physical one, you will need to be stronger still.
Okay. Nice.
Do you understand?
I believe so. But thank you, Zahir. Thank you very much.
Of course, Sora.
Is there anything else I should know before, taking a little nap?
Yes, you should. The door opens up behind. What are you doing here? It's Rafa.
Rafa!
Did you not hear the bell? What? You are meant to be in the bottom.
Girl, I'm always down there. What are you talking about?
It is your time to go, Sora.
But I'm always there, Rafa. I'm good for it.
Zahir says, Sora, maybe for the best. Harness that anger.
Okay.
Use it.
Okay. Cool.
Further
Thank
yourself.
you. What? I didn't hear the last part.
He said to further yourself.
Oh, okay. I thought he said to hurt yourself.
No. And he smiles as you walk out.
Okay, cool.
With a mischievous grin.
Yes. I go to Rafa and I'm like, what are you so angry today, huh, Mr. Rafa?
Shut the fuck up, boy. Just kidding.
You know, Rafa, one of these days we're going to have an all-out battle and you're just going to,
They're not like us.
They're not like us.
They're not like us.
I'm just going to beep boop ba boop ba.
They're not like us. They're not like us. I love Drake so much.
Oh, you
Drake
would.
is my favorite. Have you heard push-ups?
Tailor-made.
Have you heard whatever the fuck that song was where he crushed the van from Good Kid, Mad City?
I have not, Rafa. Who is this Draken.
Draken versus Kendrick Lowe. Kendrick Lamar.
Kenrick.
Kanan Lamar.
So yeah, I guess I go up to the thing.
Yeah. Well, that was kind of the end of the scene. Hold on. It's late at night, and you are really tired after your training and your work at the bottom of the temple. Excuse me. You see a figure standing in front of you, a silhouette, as you wake up. You're still in deep sleep, and you can't really move. And you see what looks like Hamen above your bed.
Oh, Hamen, what are you doing?
You're asleep.
Oh.
You're barely awake.
Oh,
You're barely
okay.
awake, yeah.
Okay, never mind.
It's almost like you're dreaming. Sora, tomorrow I have a mission that I might not come back from. And I'm going to have to do some things that I don't know if you'll forgive me for. I've been thinking about what you said. And I want you to know if I do come back, I wish to speak with you about them. Goodbye, Sora. And then the next day, you wake up and you can't tell if that was a dream or not. You think it was real, but you're not sure, kind of thing. How do you go about your day with that in mind?
I'm just like, oh, that was very strange. I felt like I was awake, but I'm not too sure if I was. And I guess I'm just looking around. Do I notice anything different? Like, if anyone missing, or is it pretty much the same old?
Rafa and Milo are not there.
Oh, they're both not there? Would I know that?
You maybe notice that after a few hours that you just can't seem to find them. And none of the higher up guys are saying anything about it until you realize that, oh yeah, they're not here.
Okay. Can I go to Milo's office?
Huh?
Can I go to Milo's, like...
You can. His little place at the top of the very peak of the entire temple, yeah.
Yeah. I just go there. Do I see anything? Or do I notice anything when I'm in his office or anything? Can I snoop around?
What are you looking for?
I guess maybe like a little, like, I don't know why you would, a little memo being like, my plans for today. Or if he like has like a calendar. I don't know if you even know what that would be, but he was just like...
He seems to have lots of letters, like from messenger hawks and messenger, like airbenders. But like, pretty much like, I don't think Sora's learned how to read.
No, he doesn't know. So he's not.
He doesn't know what any of it
he's
says.
Like, this is kind of weird.
Who's Malo?
Who's? Okay, I'm just gonna stop that. I guess yeah. I guess if he does find anything, even if it was like super duper, like this is the end of the game kind of thing, he wouldn't know how to read it. So he'd just be like, okay.
Yeah.
So I guess yeah. I guess he doesn't really see anything that he'd be like, oh, I guess there's nothing here, huh? So I guess he leaves. Is there anything else that might be suspicious in there? Or is it very...
Like, what are you looking for exactly?
Like maybe like a scroll. Like you can't read. Aren't your scrolls usually pictures?
I mean, like training scrolls.
Like training scrolls, I guess.
Yeah.
Nice.
Roll a d20 for me.
Does he have any like full training school. What is that?
I don't know. I can't see. You moved it right in front of it.
Sorry.
Nice. You find... You got a 19.
Oh, nice. Okay.
You find a chest hidden underneath Milo's cot.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got a wooden, like, little hut, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And you find under his cot,
Mm-hmm.
maybe you sit on it and you kind of hear a weird squeak.
Uh-huh.
You move it. Realize he's got some sort of square spot cut out from under the floorboard.
Uh-huh.
And you find a chest. You pull it out. It's a very old chest.
Mm-hmm.
You open it and you find a scroll
Uh-huh.
that looks like the oldest thing you've ever seen in your life.
Oh, okay.
And then you very carefully open it up.
Mm-hmm.
There's dust coming off of it. It's very brittle. Even just opening it, you can tell you're damaging it slightly.
Okay. Uh-huh.
And you realize very quickly that what you're reading is something you can't... Roll for me, actually. Roll for me.
Roll to read. What is it?
10. You can't tell. It's not... So even though you can't read, it looks different from the language you have seen.
Oh, okay. So it's not something that's like...
It looks very old, but it looks vaguely like Air Nomad stuff, but not quite the same.
Okay.
They're not doing bending techniques.
Oh.
They're doing strange techniques.
Okay.
And you have a choice of essentially looking at this on your own, or you could take it to somebody if you wanted them to try to look at it.
Yeah, I was gonna wonder if I was gonna say, can I copy it? But I think his handwriting's ass. So I don't know. Can I just take it? I feel kind of. It's not that he feels bad for taking it. He just feels like if he takes it, it might like crumble in his hand or whatever.
It's not that fragile. It's more just like unrolling it. It's like little pieces off the edges are like fraying off.
Yeah, I think he just thinks of like Zahir, because I feel like he may know something of this. So
yeah,
he'd for sure take it to him. So he'll be like, I'll bring this back as quick as possible.
Zahir quickly tells you that this is something that predates the Air Nomads themselves. And he says, it takes him a while to look at it. He says, I believe this is a technique bound by passion. This technique, Sora, allows someone to essentially shun their spirituality from their body. And they become one. Their spirit. This allows Sora for one's spirit and body to coexist as one. In this form, there is no thought. There is only action and reaction.
Oh.
It says it takes a great toll on the body and the spirit, but it allows one to come to a sense of complete zen in battle. Perhaps this is what you were looking for.
This right here? Wow. Well, how does it say I'm supposed to go about trying this technique?
Well, it looks like it's a form that looks as thus. And I'll let you, honestly. What do you think this form looks like? It's a pose that you reach and a specific type of breathing technique.
I guess it's like a...
I'll say this. For the breathing technique, you essentially exhale all the air from your body until you don't breathe or move until you are beginning to lose. Like, you're feeling like you need to breathe more, but you're not moving.
Okay.
Until when you do, it's almost as if you're on the brink of exhaustion, and as you bring that air, that wind back into you, your body and soul are merged into one at that moment in time.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I guess the stance is more like hands kind of by your sides, and then you bring them up, almost like a prayer situation.
Look at the image. It just said, look back at your memories. Look at this image. Oh, damn it, it went away.
What was it? You know?
I'll pull it up. It was so fucking funny. Damn it, it's not letting me. It was... No! My computer's freaking out now. Oh, wait. Okay, we'll try and wrap up soon.
Okay.
It was just right here.
Oh.
Old Kuvira, but she's going... Sorry, it was so funny. I didn't expect that. Okay, so we'll try and wrap up.
No, you're good.
So describe what this move looks like.
So yeah, he just kind of like he exhales, and then when he comes back in, he puts his hands together. And he gives it a few seconds, and then it just happens.
This is a very advanced maneuver. Do you think you're ready, Sora?
Yeah, you know, how badly could it hurt, you know?
This is something that I don't believe I will be able to help you with. You will have to take this on your own.
Okay, well that's cool. Could you monitor? Yeah, monitor me.
I don't think I should.
Well, do you think it's blasphemous?
This is something that I don't believe I can help you with, to be quite frank.
Oh, okay.
Perhaps someone else who is more material should help you.
Material? Who would you suggest?
You know. And with that, you hear bells ringing. Ding, ding, ding. As you hear some sort of humming over, breaking through the wind cloud that surrounds the temple.
Oh, okay. Is this Milo coming back?
You look back and you see the Crimson Sails airship.
Oh.
What's your reaction to this?
I'm like, we're under attack, because I remember Goon telling me that, like, they're supposed to not be, I guess.
You maybe get ready, and then you realize that the ship is entirely boarded by air nomads.
Air nomads? What are they doing?
Rafa and Milo immediately land in front. Or actually, just Milo lands in front of you. Sora, good to see you, young boy.
What's with this? I thought we were.
We've eliminated the Crimson Sails.
You eliminated the Crimson Sails.
They're no more.
Well, they weren't anymore. We took
their
the ship.
leader has been taken out.
Before, is this like? Nah, he wouldn't know that. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, he doesn't know.
Shiloh has been eliminated.
Okay, cool. Okay. Is that where y'all went today, or?
Yes, we defeated them. And thank you, Sora, for holding down the temple.
Yeah, I was about to attack this boat because I remembered you said that. You know, fuck him.
You're seeing the ship is being taken down below decks. It's getting loaded almost like from the bottom up. And Milo just tells you, Sora, I'm very proud of you.
Oh, like, thank you.
I see. He like crouches down to look at you eye to eye. I don't know if I've said this to you before, but I foresee that when I pass, I will entrust the Air Nation to you.
Ooh. Well, you know, never really wanted all that responsibility, but
all the best leaders never wanted it.
Yeah, I don't know if I really want it, or if I ever really want it, but thank you. But hopefully that's like a long time from now, you know?
Sora. The placement of leadership was not given to me, it was thrust upon me.
Okay.
Perhaps the same will be done with you.
Okay.
And he puts his hand on your shoulder. I'm entrusting you to go out on your own missions. Hamen was greatly hurt on this mission. But I believe once he's healed, he will need your help.
Okay. Cool. Nice. And I'm like, so what are you gonna do with the ship? Are you gonna just destroy it, or?
Perhaps we'll use it for ourselves.
Oh, are you gonna like take down the banners and stuff? I feel like it's a little insensitive.
We will.
Okay.
Do not worry yourself, Sora.
Okay, cool.
We will take good care of the ship and make it in our own image.
Okay.
From now on, I want you going on as many missions as you'd like.
Oh, okay, cool.
Go help Hamen. He is up in your chambers now, and you will take care of him.
Okay, cool.
Understood?
Yeah, sure. So does he go off and like go back on the ship or something like that?
He goes to talk with some other nomads who are around him.
Can I put the paper back around it?
You had it behind your back, yeah.
Okay.
You go back up there to go put it back though?
Yeah, just to be like, no one is here.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
Sorry, you go back to see Hamen now after you put the paper back?
Yeah.
Okay. So you go put the paper back, and then you go to see Hamen. You go back to return the scroll, and then when you go to get Hamen, he's knocked out, and he's covered in scars, scratches, bruises from the crimson sails. You can really easily tell that he has been, we turned off the recording, but you rolled a 1, and you're like, oh yeah, that's he's covered in scratches and stuff. Until you hear behind you, and you turn around, and you realize that there's like 3 Daily agents standing very calmly right there. How do you react to that?
Like he's with them, or
they walked in behind you into the room, and Hamen's sitting there. He's like barely awake right now.
I'm like, oh hey, you 3 guys, creeping up on a child. What's going on?
One of them puts his hand on your shoulder. You are to leave this facility.
Me? What do you mean? I'm just a regular airbender.
We are here to bring in a healer. Understood?
Bring in a healer? On this rock here?
Yes.
There's no healers on this rock. We don't really do that.
We are bringing one in, boy.
What healer?
Move or you will be removed.
I smack his hand away. I'm like, what do you mean?
Let me take care of it. Hello, boy. And you hear a person, because you're still staring at the Daily agent. Somebody leans down next to you. My name is Kuvira. What is your name?
What?
You turn to your left, and the Great Uniter, Kuvira, is standing in front of you.
I'm like, who are you again?
I am the Great Uniter, Kuvira. I am this boy's master.
Master?
And his mother.
We don't use that anymore. He says it right to her face, slaps his knee. Yeah, how's it going? Mother, you say?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, sure, I guess. He seems pretty high on you, if you know what I mean. But you're saying you're looking for a healer?
We have a healer who's on his way here.
Oh, okay.
If you don't mind, Sora, Hamen has told me very much of you. You seem like a good friend. I greatly appreciate what you've done for him. However, I must say, I think it's time to leave this to the professionals, to those who know how to heal very well. Yes.
Yeah. Can I tell that she's like incredibly strong?
Yeah.
Nice. Just salivating at the mouth. I'm just like, ooh. Is it true what they say about you, Lady United person? Oh, you know what I was gonna say. What am I gonna say?
Everything you know that you've heard of me is true.
That you're a bad person? Got him. No, but are you as strong as everyone says you are?
I'm the strongest woman in the world.
Oh, nice. Would you ever like to fight me one time? Run the hands real quick.
Let's put it this way, Sora. I don't fight for fun. I fight to kill. If you ever find yourself in front of my attacks, It's the last thing you'll see.
But how do you spar? Like, that doesn't make any sense.
I don't.
So you just naturally this good, huh? So would you ever fight me? I feel like you should fight me now, because if I ever get, like, older, you probably wouldn't be able to
Let me put it to you this way.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of the town of Puan?
What?
The town of Puan?
Puan? No.
It's because it does not exist anymore.
Oh.
It was a small backwater town that attempted an uprising against us.
Mm-hmm.
So I took the town off the map on my own. I hadn't had any chance to practice my bending in quite a while, so the town no longer exists.
Oh. Well, that's pretty cool. Are you sure you don't want to just, like 3 rounds? 4. A little friendly game of arm wrestling.
To be honest, Sora, I think I would enjoy that.
Okay, nice.
But, as I said, I don't leave anyone alive when I fight them.
Okay.
So, if you'd like to battle, we will.
Okay.
But you will have no help. And I will not hold back.
Okay. Cool.
So what's your reaction to that?
I don't know. He's never had a fight to the death before. So he's very like, So really, not even just one little round. You would even fight a child.
She's very, like, if you want to fight her, she's gonna fight to kill you, basically. So.
So nothing. So you only fight to kill, huh?
Yes.
Okay. Would you ever fight me later on? Just a fair one-on-one kind of thing. Do you even want to kill me?
She has no reaction. She's just stone-faced. Sora, if what you're saying is I need to kill you to have my son healed, then that's what I will do.
No, you can heal him. I just wanna see how you are.
I'm gonna be real. If you want to fight her, you can, but it's not gonna.
Are you implying that I'm gonna die if I even try to hit her or anything like that?
You're saying you want to fight the final boss of the campaign
right
by yourself.
Now. Not even like, I'm saying, like, seriously, he's like, I want to see what's it like.
You can try. Hey, dude, if you really want to, you can.
Okay, but I will die is what...
I'm not saying that.
Okay.
I'm saying that
she's gonna try to go for, like, vitals.
She's gonna try to kill you.
Okay.
So you might die. I'm just being honest with you. Because I can edit out those other segments of Sora being there from the previous sessions. I can do that.
From the previous section? What do you mean?
I can go into the YouTube and cut out the segments that Sora shows up as, like, a stinger.
Oh, okay. So what you mean. I do like this kid. But it's just in his nature to do, But he will die.
If you want to do it. I'm not saying he will die. I'm just saying it's not likely that he'll live. That's it.
His chances go down real bad.
Totally up to you, dude.
Oh, what if I, like, prove myself, Can I fight one of these do these Dailyhs fight to kill too, or? Does she also laugh at that?
She's laughing at you, yeah.
Is that a yes, or is that like what?
I see why Hamen spoke very oddly of you.
You crazy cookie kid. I said that to her.
So what do you want to do?
So what about these Daily agents?
What are you wanting to do? I'm asking you.
I really want to fight her, but you're highly implying that I will die.
I'm not. Dude, I just need you to give me an answer as to what you're trying to do, because I feel like I can't tell what you're trying to do.
No, I would like to fight her, but like I said, if I'm done, if I'm going to, okay. It's a 1. I'm dead.
She's just not gonna. Yeah.
Oh, okay. She just won't do it.
No.
Well, all right. I guess. See how it is.
Yeah, you got a 1. You're really annoying her. She uses metal to grab you and hands you off to one of the Daily agents who starts walking you down the hallway. You didn't even like. It was like you didn't realize what was happening until you could move.
Until I got it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hilarious.
So she starts to move you down the halls. Roll a d20 for me.
Yeah, sure. 17.
You see a guy who, a waterbender guy, who looks like he's. You sense a very dark shadow over this guy that walks past you. He looks at you kind of with an odd look.
She didn't muzzle my mouth, did she?
No.
I think he's like, oh hey, who are you, Mr. Man?
He walks by.
You're not gonna say hello, huh?
He walks into the room.
Oh.
The diary agent. Quiet. And then he puts the glove around your mouth. And the diary agent finds a closet to put you in, and he puts you in there and closes the door behind you with like a small little thing to breathe air through. And then he drops the metal around you. You'll be released when the boys heal.
Okay. So I'm just in a closet by myself.
Basically.
It's my own house.
Cool.
So it's been a few hours, I'm guessing.
Yeah. So what does Sora want to do?
Am I still in the closet, or am I trapped in there? Or?
No, what are you doing in the closet?
Oh, I guess I'm just like, well, is it locked?
So, no, he found like a space that was a closet sized, and he bent earth over it with a small hole.
Oh, okay.
There's not a door. There's a rock wall
I'm just
surrounded by rocks.
Okay, cool, yeah. I guess I looked through the hole to see if I can see anything.
Nope.
Nothing? It's just light, blinding light, I'm guessing, because it's like hitting my... Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm just like, oh man, I wish I could see what's going on. Can I try to, I've only done it once, but can I try to astro project to see what's going on around me?
I'm gonna be honest. We gotta probably wrap up soon, so I'm just gonna say.
He doesn't do it.
I'm just gonna say you wait in there for an hour.
Okay.
So Sora, you wait in there for an hour or so until Hamen is healed. At which point you go in there and you have that conversation from end of one of the prior episodes. Hamen, after a while, make your way down, and Hamen has told you everything of what happened. Seemingly, the Daily tried to tell him what had happened, and it didn't seem to stick. For whatever reason, something that happened when maybe it was something to do with seeing that guy Rojo, or that guy who claimed to be his brother, did something. Maybe it was the damage that he took from fighting them. He's not really sure what it was, but suddenly he feels like something's wrong, and he can't help but feel like a lot of that had to do with the conversations he was having with you. And he sits there as as he's talking to you, as you're just a few feet apart from each other, flying. He's telling you just something doesn't feel right, and I was listening to what you said about going to the South Pole, and I think you're right, Sora. I think I need to go and figure out what's wrong with me. I don't know if I told you, but part of the reason that I hesitated when fighting whatever was left of Savage, I saw that woman again. The one I told you about recently that I've been seeing, and she looks like someone from the Southern Water Tribe. And I think you've been onto something. Okay.
Okay.
And then you guys land as you get down there. It's like the Northern Water Tribe, but even more barren. It's brighter instead of overcast, and it's just flat for miles.
Flat? Okay.
He puts his hands on your shoulder. Sora? Am I crazy?
No, I don't think you are. I think you just need answers. Kizu.
My name is...
We'll find your name, whatever it may be. Whether it's Hamen, Kizu, or something else.
You're right. We only have a small amount of time. We need to be back to the temple before Kuvira comes back to check on me, okay?
Alright.
And you make your way down. Hamen, you both are going to fly as quick as you can, and you both use kind of more of your advanced airbending. Roll a d20 for me. What'd you get?
9.
9. Okay. You both got overall a 20, or more than a 20. So you guys are going to use your airbending to go as fast as you can to the southern pole. And it's not long before you see the light, the pillar of light that you saw at the North Pole, but the southern version of it.
Okay.
And you find the southern pole forest.
Okay.
You walk around and it's quiet. And the Avatar says, "So Sora, what should I be looking for exactly?"
I guess we should be looking for like a spirit of some kind. I guess a spirit that maybe the spirit that's been coming to you in your dreams. The one we met up in the north, that was red. Maybe we should probably look for like a red spirit, maybe. Or
Okay.
See any kind of ghost around here?
Do you think we should split up?
No. How about we stick together?
Okay. We got to get a roll of 10 or more. Ready?
Yeah. 11.
4. I did it. You start to make your way around as you're looking for some sort of sign. As you both turn a corner around these trees, and you see 15 feet away from you, clear as day, a Southern Water Tribe girl in a blue and brown and white fur trimmed coat, hood over. She turns around, her hair locked, and she says, "I've been waiting for you."
Me?
Him.
Oh, you hear that? She's been waiting for you. Can I tell who it is, or is it?
Do you know?
I don't think he would know who she is.
He says, "Sora, who is that?"
I don't know. She's probably. Wait, hold on. When we went to the temple, we saw her statue, didn't we?
Hers was the only one made of metal.
She was like the last Avatar before you. Her name is Korra?
That's right. And as she walks, this was a show, she would walk past the tree, being obscured by the camera, and as she passes it, she's a blue spirit now.
Oh, okay.
And she goes, as you hear something getting closer, and she looks at Hamen. Hamen, I need you to trust me. And she reaches out her hand as if she can't move any further, but she's got her hand out.
I'm like, do it, Hamen, do it, please.
Wait. You've made mistakes. Everyone has. When I was the Avatar, I made many mistakes. But when we were killed, we were separated. And that spirit, whatever it is, has the dark half. I'm the light half, me and Rava. You need to join back with us, please. And Hamen sits there, he stands there. And he looks at you. Sora, am I a good person?
I think you want to be a good person, Hamen. I think you do want to try to do right by this world. And I think that's what really matters if you ask yourself if you want to be a good person.
What if it's too late for me?
I don't think it's ever too late. I think you should always put in the effort and try.
Okay. He starts to walk towards Korra. And he He's stepping towards her as the spirit's getting closer, and he clasps her hands as they slowly she starts to come apart and go into him. But behind you, the dark spirit Fukushu.
Oh, okay.
So he's kind of back to his normal form again, somewhat. As he hits the ground, and he points at you as they're still absorbing. You took this from me.
Yes, you bet your ass I did.
You can tell he's not as strong as he was right after taking Batu into himself, but he's still very strong. Do you want to protect Hamen?
Of course I want to protect Hamen.
Okay.
He looks like Final Form Frieza right now to me.
That's fine.
He's got a little tail.
Roll your d20.
Alright.
Fukushu got a 13.
Yeah, I also got 13.
Roll again.
6.
He got a 20. Oof. Maybe you start to get ready as he... Oh my god. So he quickly sends out a claw, grabs you, and then starts hitting you against the trees. And you get hit for, after your durability, 12 damage. So that really fucked you up.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
I'm like, ooh! But I smack it out, and I'm like, alright, here I go.
Okay, roll your d20.
And then I just start off strong with my destructive disc.
Okay.
It's 8.
Yep, you got him. Okay. And that is minus 4 TV miss, 8 if you hit. So, yeah, you got him with that.
Okay.
Roll
3, right?
Yeah, 3d6. I got one right over here.
6 plus 5 plus 4. What was that?
That's 15.
No, wait, is it? Oh, yeah, it's 15.
10,
Okay,
15, yeah. No.
Okay.
Where do you hit him at that as he comes flying at you?
Probably like across the chest.
15.
Get out of here, Fukushu! You need to leave this world.
No.
Oh, you mad, huh? You're not the only one that's mad.
I'm not mad. I'm filled with vengeance. He does another quick jab, kind of like what you do, but it shoots out like just a quick burst of shadow and darkness. It hits you again against another tree. After your durability for only 5 damage, you're at 33 now.
33.
Yeah, and you're minus 8 T, so you're at 32.
Okay.
I forgot to say that.
That's funny. I'm about to do something really dumb. I'm like, oh, what did you just tell me? I'm filled with hate.
I'm nothing but vengeance.
And then I'm like, I'm nothing but passion. I do my thing. I try. I haven't even practiced it, but I do the thing I learned.
Give me a roll of 10 or more to do this.
What is it? I can't see.
Oh, 12. Nice. Okay. Tell me how you're feeling.
I guess at first I'm like, oh, it's not so bad. And then like, I guess as soon as I feel it like hit, I'm like, oh shit, Jesus, why is this a technique? Oh.
So with this now, your speed is lowered. So you're gonna have your hits are gonna be the same, but your attacks, like so, anytime. Your speed's gone from 4 to 2. So he just has to get a 2 or higher to hit you from now on. But your attack speed is still going to be the same. So, okay. Yes. Sorry. Okay. So your any damage you do now is going to be doubled, but you're going to minus 3 ki and 3 health every time you use this. Once you turn it off, you'll get that back.
Okay.
So now you are at 30 health and 29 ki.
Okay.
Everything moves around you. So you feel like you're heavier.
Yeah.
You feel lighter than most people in Airbender, but now you feel like your feet are on the ground, and you say you're made of nothing but passion. What is the first thing that comes to your mind when you think of what keeps you on this world?
I think of, my family in Kame Village. So I think of Garanga, I think of Iki, and then I think of Akaine. And then I feel like as I continue thinking about these people, like I kind of get like squat lower. Almost I'm like, it's a lot of weight. And then I think of my good family on I forgot the name of the island, but the rest of the Red Lotus, Jinny, Mizu, Obi. Juju, Malin, yes. Yeah. And then that's when like the ground kind of like almost cracks. Like I'm kind of like
the snow is melting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just like and then I condensed the ball that I learned from my boy Goon.
Nice. Okay. That's gonna be minus 6 ki if you hit it. Minus 3 if you don't. And just go ahead and roll that.
20.
Okay.
So, what is that? I'm so passionate right now.
Go ahead. 4d6. So 3d6? 4.
That's 2, 5, 6, 4. What's that?
You want to voice your attack there?
13, I think, right?
No, like...
Oh, when I like say it?
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know if it's called the Kamehameha.
It's not, no.
Okay. No, okay. We'll call it Oh my shoe. Called the Omashuha.
That's 6, 12, 14, minus 14. It This is like different camera angles. It hits Fukushu so powerfully in his chest that his chest collapses in on the weight before expanding out. And it's almost like he's exploding from the inside as he. And he is very clearly heavily damaged by this attack. No. How are you doing this? As he like scratches the earth.
Do you not know anything about passion, Fukushu? It can take you to great heights.
I know about anger, boy. Before he moves as a rock, and floating above him, up in the sky, you see the Avatar. As he says, Fukushu, you will be destroyed if I am not the Avatar. And he opens his eyes, and his eyes are white.
Whoa!
Glowing white.
Nice.
Ah! And he shoots another fireball as Fukushu quickly. He almost like collapses the rest of his body into a smaller form as he.
Okay.
I will let you, if you want to, try to do one more attack on him as he's gonna try to escape back into the spirit portal.
Okay.
You want to try that, or do you want to let him go? Because you are really hurting yourself right now.
Where am I at right now?
Don't worry about that.
Okay, I'm gonna try to do one last destructo disc.
Okay.
Just to kind of like guide it to him. So can I roll for that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wherever you roll for that to make sure you... Yep.
Nice.
You will hit him. Now do 3d6.
Can you hold on?
3, yeah, just... Yeah.
That wasn't a whole lot.
4, 6, 7... Where do you slice him?
I just try to like get him wherever I can. Hopefully,
Yeah, so
like,
he's almost like back to his original form size, where he's like a head almost, like a small torso.
Well, I guess I'm just going for the head.
You go for the head as he uses his arms. It's almost like a buzzsaw hitting his arms as it cuts through him. He goes as he gets to the portal, and it looks like he is gonna make his way through it. Unfortunately, but you have shown really good pull against him. As he stops, he's got one arm dangling and one that's like half cut through. You two, this is not the end of me. While you waste your time with me, my thralls attack the Northern Water Tribe.
Oh. And what is that, this Northern Water Tribe you talk of? What's that head?
Boy, you remind me much of myself before I left the physical world.
Oh. I don't like that at all.
And he like puts his bloodied hand up to his face. And for like 1 second he opens his eyes, and as you're looking at him, you see almost a reflection of yourself, but a version where instead of leading into the people that you love, the people that you care for, you're seeing an angry version of that.
Oh, okay.
One of hatred, of vengeance, fear.
Okay. I guess I really am taken back about that. I'm taken back about that. I was like, oh.
None of you deserve this. He looks at the avatar next to you as he's looking much calmer, much better put together, much more confident. I know that you both suffer. I will end your suffering along with mine. And then he enters through the portal, and he's gone.
Oh.
Hey, how's it going? He exits back to the portal, and you're left alone with the avatar there.
Oh.
What do you react?
I guess I was like, oh, well, I guess he's thinking about it. He's like, maybe he just misunderstood. Maybe. He's kind of thinking of that. But then I guess he looks at Hamen and Kizu, and I was like, oh. So how was your merging? How'd it go?
A lot. I feel like I'm still putting things together, but I'm feeling right.
Okay. So, did you learn anything, or?
I've learned a lot.
Okay.
I think there's a lot more I'm still learning.
Okay.
And it'll come to me.
Okay. So,
Sora. He gets down on his knees, puts his hand on your shoulder. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
What should we do?
Pretty loaded question. I don't know. I don't think we can go back to the Air Temple anytime soon. I think we should probably find my people and regroup and see what happens. But as for you, I don't think anyone's ever asked you this, but what do you want to do?
He looks confused. I have no idea.
And I guess he's
Look.
like,
I think I know what I need to do. I need to find the only living person who knows my mother as well as I do. And that's Kira.
Oh.
Sora, I need you to do something for me.
Yeah. What is it?
They have your people at the air temple.
They have him at the air temple.
They were on the airship.
Oh. It gets really sad.
I'm going to go look for my sister, Kira. I need you to go free your people at the temple. Do you understand?
Yeah. I guess. Do I just make my way there on my own?
I think so.
Okay. I guess that's a deal. And he like, and he just passes out. He exerted his body quite a bit. He's really feeling the effects of that technique he just did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as you start to maybe pass out. And hours later, you feel like Hamen picks you up, and the Avatar picks you up and starts taking you somewhere before he comes across somebody, and you wake up in a nice tent. You smell what smells like chicken cow cooking in a pot, soup, stew, if you will. Well. It's been a while since I've seen you, young boy.
Who is that?
And roll D20 for me.
I think I know who it is, but
you don't remember her name, but it was a very nice lady who gave Maylin and the rest of you very nice fortunes.
You're the grandmother of Dao Bao.
That's very true, Sora.
I remember you. You wouldn't read my fortune because I didn't have $20 on it.
Do you have that now?
No, I'm just as broke as I was before. I actually have less now.
Well.
Oh, where did that boy go? Actually, I figured I know where he went, but we never even said where we were gonna meet up. Just damn it.
Sora, for now, you've done enough. Rest, and rest well.
Okay. So where are we? Are we like somewhere in the north?
Yeah, you're somewhere in the north in like a tent up there.
Okay.
You will rest well, and tomorrow you will go back and save your people.
I will.
Good. And does Sora have any memories or thoughts as he's drifting back to sleep?
I guess. Yeah. I guess he thinks about, the past and stuff. And maybe like why Fukuchu turned out the way it did. It really stuck with him when he said that he reminded me a lot of himself when he was immortal. So he thinks of that. And he also thinks about Milo, how he pretty much betrayed his trust.
Yeah.
So.
And with that, Sora begins to fall back to sleep, and he knows the last thing he thinks of before he falls asleep is that I'm going to go back to that temple and set things right.
Exactly.
And that's where we end the session.
Exactly.
Nice. I'm glad we did that. We got a lot covered.
Yeah.
And it works out now that the next session is probably going to be the air temple. So,
yeah.
Watch it like Rose is like, I can't actually do it, the next one, the Republic City. And then it's like, they go do that, and it's like, Sora just goes in and cleans the house. He just like beats up everyone there.